Howdy folks, it's RJ Helms here, back with some more Big Pharma. So we are, after the last episode, keeping up the push for the expert level victory on this basic scenario. We've met the standard requirements quite comfortably, and we're well on our way to meeting expert. Like I said last time, I don't think master is in the cards. But we do have fairly little time, so maybe it's possible. We are behind schedule though. And we are running quite short on space for making this actually work. So, now that we have our Stroke No More pill, one thing I want to do is, this one, even though it only needs one input and one output, it's bound right now by this autoclave, which only runs every 2 cycles. And we've got this input here not being used for anything, so I might be able to put this area to better use. So what I actually want to do is move this whole line over to this building. Because that way I'll have room for 2 autoclaves, and then some. It's actually a pretty spacious building. And then I can make the full capacity, because I'll have room for 2 autoclaves.
Analysis complete.
Oh, analysis complete. That's going to be my female contraceptive. That's this guy, right? Yeah, so I'm going to get this analyzer out of the way. And then I can put some better use to this last bit of building, because we do have our map totally full up, which is going to present some problems for continuing to expand. So let's just stop this input going, and as it clears out, we can start moving things over. That is the hypertension medication. Let's get it importing here. We can move these machines one at a time. First up is our first ionizer. Probably fit all 3 of these ionizers in line quite comfortably. This guy clears out. Second ionizer. I might do this at fast speed.
New ingredient
Oh,
discovered.
I've got a new ingredient. That is an antihistamine. Okay. I don't know if I'll use that, but we can get some more research going on.
Research
Let's go straight for this last one. Oh, and we've got some research done. Go to the research screen and see what we want to do with this. That is planning techniques. Oh, construction techniques, actually. That was a waste, because I just bought the planning information. Sorry, I just bought the last building on the map, so... Oh, well. Let's go for the cryogenic condenser. We're on the basic level, so there's not much research. We've almost got the full tree done. Alright, so third ionizer. And then a 4th ionizer, which can just sit right there. Alright, then 2 agglomerators. Can go 1. And then 2, sure. Oh, that's wrong. Why do you go like that? And like that? So now we're into our autoclave. So I actually want to have, like I said, 2 autoclaves here. This is the trick to making this successful. One can go in like that, one can go in like that. And these guys can meet up over here like this. And then I can have my 2 agglomerators. And then finally I've got room for 2 pill printers. With any luck, this should just keep putting out the exact same pills. Yep, Stroke No More, wonderful. I wonder if there'd be more value in using a creamer for this, but we can deal with that later. So let's clear out all of these belts.
New world event.
And that last one. What's that event? Cold and cough cases. And eat Bane. Okay. So I actually could possibly use this for for 2 recipes, 2 single ingredient recipes, or 1 2 ingredient recipes, because I don't actually need this guy over here. I'll have to refactor this, but I was mistaken when I set this up. I had forgotten how the crossover belts work, and there's actually no need to use 3 inputs on this, making 2 of them both importing the, what's it called? The silica quartz. I can actually have just that come in here, split off into 2 shakers, and then go into the 2 multi-mixers, and use crossovers to get it to the end of this line. Which I could also do up here to get my, come on, my longer lever, my boner pills. So let's look at our cures. I feel like my boner pills are really terrible. Yeah, they are E-, and that's because of all these side effects. I don't think I have the room to remove those side effects, or necessarily be cost effective, but I do have the creamer. So I think what I'm going to want to do, get this guy out of the way, and instead of making pills, let's use this
New
guy.
ingredient discovered. Product name required.
And put out some erectile dysfunction pills. I think that'll be more valuable. Okay, and our ingredients is a diabetes cure, or treater. That could be really valuable. Where's diabetes? Or cures hyperthyroidism I could even get up to. That actually seems like a really good choice for what to do with that last bit of space that we've got. Yeah, let's do that over here with these 2 if we can, and then maybe once we've improved this, we can see if we can squeeze in another one here. So that ingredient was my diabetes treatment. Let's see if we can also shake off some of these side effects. No, probably not. Okay, well, we'll see what we can do. So first things first, we got to get this up from 6 to 12, or 10 to 12. So we could do that with the condenser, but in this case, I'm going to do it with 2 agglomerators. We're going up to 12. And then an ionizer. And that's actually going to go, I'm going to put that through the analyzer. Let's just make sure this comes out as a hyperthyroidism cure. It does, which cannot upgrade. So I'll wait for that to analyze. I should have done the, oh well.
A competitor has released a new
I should have done the level 1 cures first, just so that I wouldn't be wasting analyzer time on figuring out these 3 things. Or not, it's not analyzer time, it's that everything has to go through this processing. So that's quite a bit more analysis. If I had one just down here, I might do that. Buy a new analyzer. So I'm going to import the same thing. But this I'm just going to punt into an analyzer. And then hopefully that'll save me some time and money in getting these cures. I don't need to stop this.
Analysis complete.
Yeah, so I got the inflamed
Analysis
skin.
complete.
I've got the dry as mouth. Yeah, so I'm waiting on the hyperthyroidism. So let's improve. Let's see, this should have a much higher rating. Let's look at that. Well, that's a C, whereas this one was an E. It's a lot more profitable for that reason. So yeah, let's try to get this actually at double capacity, get the multi-mixers and it's such doubled up in here. And that might make us a lot more money, seeing as that is, as of right now, actually our most valuable cure.
Analysis complete.
Actually, I can
Analysis complete.
put this point into the creamer. Okay, there we go for the hyperthyroidism. So let's actually put this on hold. Stop this. You can just go away somewhere. Okay, so what's our sweet spot on this? It is 14 and we're at 9. I need to jump it up by 5. So an agglomerator. Do I have some evaporators just hanging around? I do. An agglomerator, an evaporator. It's up 4. You're up 5. And then into a creamer, I think is going to be the best way to go. And hey presto, this should be at the sweet spot for hyperthyroidism, but also for inflamed skin and causes breathing difficulties. So yeah, certainly the creamer is the way to go for this one. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's look at how we can improve this one. Oh, this pill printer can live over here. Because this one I'm not too worried about, even though it is using up an extra input that it doesn't need to. It's working at full capacity. And unless I've got a better use for this input, I'm not going to necessarily worry about switching this up. So hyperthy decreaser. That's pretty ugly, but we'll see how it does. So for this one, I can do this with a cross. What I'm going to want to do is move my shakers out over here, make as much use of this space as I can. First I'm going to do that, and just
Loan repaid.
hopefully if this advances. Well, it's not advancing. Oh well. Just to free up a bunch of space over there, because I'm going to want to maximize my real estate. And then for this, I want to have 2 shakers. Just like so. And now what I'm going to want to do okay, so this is the feed into the rest of the line. So what I want to do is have 2 multi-mixers
Research complete.
and figure out how to make these guys take these inputs. So this one can just take this. This one can just take that. That's no trouble. This one can just take this stuff. Do this as tightly as possible. And then you can duck down and up. And this is where the cross is going to have to happen. So I'm going to actually have to move some of these machines over to make this work. But I can do that. That shouldn't be too hard. So I need to have my first thing out of these lines. The agglomerator into an ionizer. Okay, so if I do this... So you're going to come out there, you're going to go there, you're going to go into here. And you need to duck under this and meet up with that. Like that. Okay, so let's make sure we're doing the right thing here, because this soothes rash. That's the opposite of the pill that I want, right? Yeah, so I want my female contraceptive to be the base, which is the bottom of both of these. So let's let this run. I'm going to have to just axe that drug, because it's the wrong thing. And now I see these will cross over each other. Like that, but as long as the pacing is right, they will not get in their way. Each of these shakers will move 1 tick. And these guys, when they meet up, will have a full line which with any luck will be making boner pills. Let's finish the color coding here. Let's see how that is doing now. It is... Alright, so its rating is a D.
New world event.
Which makes it a lot more valuable. And I can improve that even further by putting more points into the creamer. For completeness sake, I'm going to get the direct packer. I don't think I'm going to end up using it, but you never know. Okay, so that's very good. We can see here this is at full capacity now. So I'm gonna, once this gets through, my output of erectile dysfunction will be 30 a month. And yeah, so the rating's up to... it's hovering between C and D. It will go up as time goes on. So let's look at other cures that are suboptimal and see how we can improve them, especially things that are profitable. My anti-seizure medication is only a D, so I can axe this guy. My reduces stroke risk is an E, because it causes headaches. Let's look at that one, actually. That seems like the next best candidate to improve. So reduces stroke risk is... Where's that? Not shake relief. This one, isn't it? I'm actually just making here. Yeah, it is. Okay, so you want to be a cream as well. And that's what you want. Alright, so get to the creamer. Alright, this has to be a... Yeah, not a cross, because cross wouldn't work as a corner like that. And with any luck, that should be higher quality. Alright, and let's look at the next things to improve. I think that's what I'm going to just do from here on is... It's actually my low profit rating things that I want to start improving. Relieves hypertension. Do I not know the sweet spot of relieves hypertension? No, I don't. Okay, so I want to actually analyze that. Not this guy, is it? No. I don't know this... Okay, there's a bunch of more stuff I have to do. I guess I set these up before I had my analyzers. So grab an analyzer and you can analyze... this stuff. What was the other one I didn't know the strength of? It was my... Yeah, that's way better. You can see the rating is making 92 bucks a pill instead of 12. My female contraceptive I know. It's my anti-seizure I have no idea where I am. Oh, that's this guy, so I want to grab it once it is an anti-seizure medication. Where's my other analyzer? I did have two, didn't I? Yeah, there you are. So are you anti-seizure here? No, are you anti-seizure here? No, it's here. Okay, so that's where I've got to grab you. Just as little processing as possible before it becomes anti-seizure medication is the most cost-effective place to analyze that. But I do know with my female contraceptive I want to drop it down 4, so let's see if we can make that happen. So that's going to be an analyzer, no, an ionizer, and a dissolver that I need to tuck in here.
New loan available.
Can I make that work? I move this guy down by 1. I can actually move you over by 1 and you over by 1. Then I can fit the dissolver in, no problem. And then the ionizer should just slot in here beautifully. Any luck, that should be at the sweet spot.
Research complete.
Hey presto. Okay, I'm going to color code this because it's touching up on a bunch of lines. I just find this is the easiest way to stay sane when you've got a bunch of lines all close to each other like this. Just make them all a different color. You've got 4 colors, so there's never any need to make sure. There's never any need to have 2 that are the same color touching. And I could even make this guy yellow and be super clear about it. But that should be a better cure for that.
Product name required.
Preg no more. Alright, so this guy, my old stroke risk stuff was selling for a rating of E. This guy's up to, well, it's no rating of D, but it's, that's fine. Let's check up on this stuff. So my drug packer is done. That is the end of the research tree. I'm going to hold on to these scientists. I can afford them. I'm going to put another upgrade into the creamer. And I think I forgot to get these guys discovering anything. I'm going to go for the biggest one first. Let's see what we want to... We're spending a lot of money on. That's fine. Something with a high saturation that I'm buying a lot of. That guy. Yeah, certainly this. Enough points for that one. No, I'm not buying that. That guy's not saturated. Okay, let's just stock up some more points then. So I'm not sure if I want to get into just yet into sorting out this one. That might be another thing to tackle or something to tackle at the very start of the next episode. Oh, but here we are. Perfect. Okay, so actually this is a great place to end. I don't think that I'm going to continue with this scenario. It's possible that I could reach out and really make a push to get the master rank, but I think it's better to move on to a greater challenge. So when I'm back with Big Pharma, we'll probably take a crack at the intermediate level scenarios. But that'll be a new episode. This is perfect. We're rated about the right length, and we won. So wonderful. So until next time, this has been Big Pharma. I've been RJ Helms. Thanks so much for watching. I'll leave a comment below if there is anything you'd like to see more of, anything you'd like to see less of, any other feedback that you have. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. And I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks so much.